What is up, everybody? Mickey Joe back at you. Tonight we've got menu number 7, Brisket Entree. This particular MRE was made on the 119th day of 2015. Pretty fresh in the grand scheme of the MREs that I have had. I've eaten this one before. It was an older one. It was from 2012, I believe. So I'm sort of interested to see if the contents are still the same. Let's bust this sucker open and see what we got. Oh boy. Come on now. Well, that is the first time that bag's kind of ripped like that. Alrighty. Check it out, menu 7. Let's see what we got. It's in another bag. Oh, come on. Where are the tear thingies? There they are. Alright, let's take a peek at our contents here. Alrighty, we have got our brisket entree, gravy with seasoned beef, brisket slices. Got a little thingy. Oh, well, we got some garlic mashed potatoes here. That's going to go well. I got my US MRE spoon, best in the business. FRH. Set that aside. What do we got? Wheat snack bread. And, ooh, Irish cream instant drink powder. I had this, I believe I had this the first time I had the brisket entree. So after 3 years, the contents of the menu haven't really changed. This was fantastic. I'm excited to get into it again. I have got peanut butter, good old fortified US MRE peanut butter. Check it out, fortified with fortifications. We've got grape jelly. I don't believe I've had grape jelly before in a US MRE. And grape jelly has always been my favorite, so we got some grape jelly. I have also got, what do we got here? An oatmeal cookie. Never had one of these before. Pretty stoked. Let's get into it. We got our accessory pack, which is pretty little. And it doesn't have tear notches. That's alright. I can take care of that. Pretty small accessory pack. I've got peppermint. Oh my gosh, it went flying. I got peppermint gum. I have got Beverage base raspberry. I've never had raspberry beverage base in a US MRE before. Moist towelette, iodized salt, and toilet paper. Alrighty guys, I'm going to get this onto a tray. We'll get it all organized. We'll start firing it up. This is fairly organized. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is let's get our entrees working in our FRH. Alrighty, I haven't had a whole lot of luck heating up two things at once in an FRH, but you know what? We're going to do it. Garlic mashed potatoes. Well, slide those right in there. Come on now, get in there. Okie finoki. Let's leave a little room at the bottom. Get our water in there. And we got our brisket entree. This entree was made 82nd day of 2015. I thought this was pretty good the first time I had it, and I'm excited to have it again. Let me make sure we split the difference here between the two. You know what, that's got kind of a wonky corner on it. I'm going to put it in this way. Should slide in a little bit better. I'm moving my tray around. Come on now. Oh my goodness. What is happening in here? Alright. Let's reconfig. Okie dokie. I think we had a corner all janky. Come on. Ugh. This is not working well so far. Alright, I'm going to get this guy in first. Maybe if we do it that way, everything will be copacetic. There we go. Right in there. And now this bad guy on the other side. You know, I haven't had a lot of luck with the 2 entrees in the FRH, but I'm not sure I've done one of these since I got that wonderful tip from Old Smoky about the salt water. So we're going to take a little bit of water right here, and just a touch. It does not take much. So maybe a couple tablespoons, not like that, maybe a little more. And let's get my, where did I put it? There's my iodized salt. It's the only thing I really use this stuff for, but it certainly works. Alrighty. Let's give that a little stir with the fingers. Alright. Now the key is to try to pour this right down in the middle. Right down there. Right in the middle. Alright. See that? I'm going to go right down the middle. Okie dokie. Let's fold this bad dude up. And move it about in here. Let's get that water working. It's already getting a little puffy. I feel like the water's leaking out on me. I'm going to get that in my brisket entree sleeve. Come on, get in there. Okie dokie, ladies and germs. So, this brisket entree has got a ton of sodium. 190 calories. That's actually not much in the grand scheme of US MREs. Seasoned beef brisket, modified food starch product. My favorite. Alright, a lot of stuff. What I remember from the last time is the smoke flavoring. Alrighty. That's working. It's spitting water all over the place. Alrighty. Okie doke. Let's let those go for a little bit. And let's make our drinks. First things first, let's do this little raspberry beverage base. I'm excited. I didn't even know that raspberry was an option until just now. I was sort of wondering, I was like, am I going to get that lemon lime stuff again? And I didn't. Come on. There we go. Oh, that's pouring so slow. This is quality television, you guys. I tell you what. Come on, get out of there. Alrighty. Things are happening. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. Anybody get that reference? Leave it in the comments. Alright, this is looking dark. Sort of blood red, maybe purple. I'm not quite sure. But it looks pretty legit. Actually smells pretty good too, although it's got sort of a generic grape aroma right off the bat. Look at that. That's nice and dark. Got some red tinge to it. Alrighty, we'll set that over there. So we got our Irish cream instant beverage powder. And I'm supposed to fill this up to the fill line. But it's... what? Oh, okay. Alrighty, 6 ounces of water. Let's do it. I thought that said it was going to have to let it stand for 30 minutes, but that's if you are using a water purification tablet, which interestingly enough, US MREs do not come with water purification tablets. So let me see if I can eyeball this sucker. Where are we at? And maybe a little more. Alright. So once again, you do not want to squeeze the air out of these. The air allows everything to mix freely. Ooh, that's hot. That moved my whole setup right there. Oh, shit. Did you just see that? Oh my gosh. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, no harm, no foul, except for the fact that I got a little of this here Irish cream cappuccino on my kid's favorite stuffed animal. Wouldn't be a big deal if it wasn't a white Ghost. It's Boo from Mario. I think I wiped most of it off. Probably going to have to throw it in the washing machine. Oh my gosh, JMO, I feel so bad about that. I'm super sorry. Daddy didn't mean to. And gently, just gently now. Alrighty guys, let's pour this out and see what we got. Well, that doesn't look like 6 ounces, but it also doesn't look like I got a bunch of stuff left in here. Okie dokie. First things first, set that aside. Let us try our Irish cream cappuccino. Like I said, not a whole lot of stuff in there, but sure does smell good. This, you guys, is friggin' delicious. I would drink one of these every single day if I had access to it. Daddy like. Alrighty. This has got just stuff on it. We looked at the ingredients for the brisket entree, but we did not look at the garlic mashed potatoes. We got taters, water, butter, cream. Bloop. Garlic's way down there, but if I remember correctly from last time, this was really powerful with the garlic flavor. It's got 140 calories, whole bunch of sodium, just like all USMRE ingredients. And now it's been splashed with Irish cream cappuccino. So there is that. We're still going here. It's... I don't know, man. I don't know how well this is working. I feel like I maybe got too much water in it. But only time will tell, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. We've got an oatmeal cookie from Sterling Foods. I don't think I've ever had a cookie. Well, actually, no, that's not true. I had the patriotic sugar cookies. There we go. That looks like a nice big old oatmeal cookie. Let's get our garbage put away. Alright. It's already broken, so I'm just going to eat this piece. Now that's pretty good. That is not half bad. I'm not a huge fan of oatmeal cookies to begin with, because generally you see them as oatmeal raisin cookies, and they're almost like disguised as chocolate chip cookies, you know what I mean? You see them on a plate and you're like, yeah, chocolate chip cookies, and you have 3 bites down before you're like, oh my gosh, that's friggin' raisins and oatmeal. So they're not generally my favorite. This is actually pretty good. It's crispy. It's a little dry in the grand scheme of cookies, but it's good. That is going to make a legit mess. Let's check out our peanut butter and jelly with the snack bread. I don't know if I got 2 pieces of snack bread or 1 piece of snack bread. We'll just have to open the packy and find out. Just 1 piece. Just the one. Classic wheat snack bread. It is vaguely bread shaped. It is thick. Super dense. Try a little bit on its own. See how it held up. I mean, yeah. It's bread. Ooh. Let's try our beverage-based raspberry. That's delicious. Now, I do have to say, if you would have handed me that and said, here, have some grape Kool-Aid, I'd have been like, cool. Grape Kool-Aid's awesome. It's not super distinctly raspberry. It's sweet. Pretty artificial tasting. You know, like most of these drinks are. That's nice, though. That's quite nice. Like I said, I might not actually pick that out as raspberry. I might just say, hey, that's grape Kool-Aid, but it's pretty tasty. I am super hungry tonight, you guys. It was busy at work. We sold a lot of food, made a lot of folks happy. It was pretty nice. I had a big group come in about 40 minutes before we closed. And clearly all together, even though they all paid separately. But I just asked them what they were out and about doing, and they had just bought a bunch of winter coats for kids that didn't have them. And so I hooked them all up with free cookies, because I appreciate when people give back to the community. I try to. Really don't get much opportunity to, but I certainly try. I've lived in this town my entire life, and I love it. Let's try that peanut butter. I ate it. I gotta tell you guys, I like MRE peanut butter. Obviously, it's got your fortifications, it's got your vitamin C, vitamin A, vitamin B6, thiamine. You know, we all need that thiamine in there. It is as good as any peanut butter I've ever had. I don't believe I've had grape jelly. I've had apple once. Not a huge fan. Strawberry a couple times. The strawberry jelly was very good. But grape jelly has always been my favorite, even though I'm more of a peanut butter and honey sort of guy. Let's try that grape jelly. That looks nice. Look at that. Yes, indeed. I apologize. That peanut butter is doing that thing to my mouth again. It makes it real hard to talk. Ooh, I had some on my fingy. But that grape jelly is really good. I quite enjoy it. Alright, we're starting to get some heat through there. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Don't do that. Don't hit the whole thing. That's bad form. That's a rookie move. Alright, so I suppose the thing to do, every time I get peanut butter, I get it on the table. Let's put a little smear of oh, come on now. I'm just going to have to eat that piece. I was going to go peanut butter and jelly, but I don't think I can put any jelly on there. Let's just eat it. I do enjoy MRE peanut butter. Kind of like the chunky stuff, but I've always been partial to chunky peanut butter anyway. There we go. Now look at that. That is America right there, you guys. Very good. Very good. I like it. Still though, that peanut butter just gumps up my mouth something fierce. Ugh. But you know what? That's why we have these delicious beverages, the Irish cream cappuccino. That's tasty. That is as good a beverage as I've ever had in a US MRE. I've had another cappuccino. I can't remember what flavor it was. Maybe it was just cappuccino. But that stuff's tasty. This stuff is also tasty, although, like I said, it does not immediately scream raspberry. I like. Get some more of this cookie. It's pretty crumbly. It's pretty dry. And it is pretty delicious. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you? Alrighty, so this does not feel super hot. I'm not sure that oh, come on now, we're just dripping. I don't want that water to be outside this bag. I want it to be all up in there. This one never popped off really at all. It is lukewarm to the touch, and that's being kind of generous. So I really don't think that's going to go a lot more. So I'm going to clean up my tray. I sort of already expended all the paper towels I had to begin with. So let's just do a little movie magic. Clean up my tray. Clean up my table. And even if it's not super hot, you know what? We're still going to eat it, and I'm still going to enjoy it. Okay. I don't know what I did wrong here. Maybe I didn't do anything wrong. Maybe this FR8 is just sort of janky. Let's get that out. Let's get this one out. Boy, those aren't hot. And clearly, you can tell by the fact that I'm just holding this in my hand, this thing didn't work very good. Well, you win some, you lose some, folks. That's a life lesson for you. I'm used to losing a lot of them, actually, so it's not a huge deal. There we go. Let's get that peanut butter off my table. My wife will kick my butt in the morning if it's still on there. Alright, so garlic mashed potatoes. And a very sort of lukewarm pouch. I mean, you can certainly eat any of these things cold. I don't know if I'd be super into cold mashed potatoes. And to be perfectly honest with you, I wasn't super into the garlic mashed potatoes the first time I had it. But that's more me than anything. I'm just not the biggest fan of garlic in the world. My stepmom will take just whole cloves of garlic and throw them on her plate at dinner and just take bites. Just take bites of raw garlic, and it just grosses me the hell out. It doesn't look bad. It certainly smells garlicky. Maybe a little herbage in there as well. So let's get that on our tray. I will probably not take more than a couple bites because I don't like garlic, and I'm not sure I like cold mashed potatoes, but it is what it is. That's what I got, and that's what I'm going to eat. Alrighty. Now this brisket entree, like I said, I had this once before, and I quite enjoyed it. So even if it's not 100% wicked hot, I'm still going to eat the hell out of it tonight, you guys. The package is pretty wet, and now my fingies are wet. Oh. This just isn't working. There we go. I made a tear notch. Alright, so let's take a peek at our beef brisket in gravy. And that is exactly as advertised. It is beef in gravy. It would probably look a lot better if it got a lot hotter. Doesn't look amazing. I'm not gonna lie, that does not look amazing, but we deal with it because that's what we got. Alright, so whoops. Alrighty, let's take a close-up look. There you go, garlic mashed potatoes, little bits of herbage in there, probably just parsley. Got our brisket entree. Kind of looks like just a giant ambiguous pile of stuff. Let's have a bite of these mashies. Cold mashed potatoes, everybody. Let's see how they go down. Yeah. The garlic is really sharp. It's way more of a raw garlic flavor than like roasted garlic, pardon me, or even, you know, when you're, like if you're making Alfredo sauce, you saute a little garlic in the pan before you hit it with the cream. I like toasted garlic, I like roasted garlic. My wife loves roasted garlic. My entire family loves garlic a heck of a lot more than I do. This is just, I mean, it's not... Spicy is the wrong word, but it is really sharp. It is really, really, really garlicky. Way more garlic than potato flavor right there. I don't love it, but, you know, I'm sure a lot of people do. Let's get into this brisket. Boy, this would have benefited from getting hot, I tell you what. There's not, you know, honestly, the first time I had this, I had a 2012 Brisket Entree, and it seemed like the chunks held up quite a bit better, although maybe it was just because it heated up better and the gravy sort of melted. But I can see some beef in there. We got some gravy. Let's give it a shot. This one's a little warmer. And you know what? That's not bad at all. I could have eaten this stone cold. I don't think I'd super recommend that to anybody, but it is possible. I mean, that is hearty. That's filling. That's delicious. I do like this. I do like this. My only complaint about this is that the smoke flavor is completely artificial. You know, that's to be expected. I really don't expect U.S. military's probably got a pitmaster somewhere smoking briskets to break them down and put them in MREs. So it's pretty heavy on the liquid smoke. And for as much as I like natural smoke flavor, liquid smoke just is really not my favorite. But that doesn't look bad at all. It's got that gravy on there. The gravy's really savory. It's really unctuous. I mean, it's salty, but not too salty. It's sort of a deep level of flavor. I mean, it's got a lot going on. I actually quite like this. Even if it's not very warm. That's pretty good. I think I have to say, out of the 3 jellies I've had, even though grape jelly's always been my jam, maybe the strawberry jelly is my favorite. Not to say that this is bad, but that strawberry jelly in the US MREs is pretty freaking quality. Come on, get out of there. Come on, you're just gonna drip. Okay. Well, I'm just making a hell of a mess tonight, aren't I? I really hope my kid doesn't get mad because his little ghost has got coffee on it. Look at that, though. Cue me not being able to speak for 30 seconds. That's tasty, but it does paste my mouth up something fierce. Overall, this is probably not my favorite MRE. Like the entree, not a huge fan of that. I've had the potatoes au gratin before, and in my opinion, the potatoes au gratin beat the hell out of this guy in a street fight 10 times out of 10. It's probably just because of my personal garlic eating habits. It's just sharp. The garlic is just really sharp. I mean, if you roasted the garlic first and mix it in, and be a little creamier, be a little butterier. That's not even a word. Anyway, not a huge fan of that. The fact that it's cold probably doesn't have a lot to do with it, because I just don't like that sharp garlic flavor. This cookie is pretty darn good. It's certainly different than a lot of the desserts you might find in a US MRE, like the marble snack cake or the marble pound cake, I guess, or the lemon poppy seed pound cake. Those are both really moist, just really dense and thick. This legitimately tastes homemade. It's good. And the beverages, this Irish cream cappuccino, with the exception of spilling the hell all over the place, that's really good. I'm a big fan of that. Like I said, I would drink that all the time. I'm sort of underwhelmed by the raspberry. I was really excited to see it because I'd never had it before, but in a blindfold taste test, you guys, this is just grape. It's just grape Kool-Aid. Maybe somebody with a more discerning palate than me could be like, yes, that's absolutely raspberry. But you know what? Honestly, it's good. It's easily chuggable, and I'm sure it's got electrolytes and vitamins and all that sort of juju that most of the drinks in here have. So I do like it. It's just not blowing my mind. Here's an idea. I always forget to eat the gum on camera. So let's eat some of this peppermint gum, even though I'm going to finish my dinner. That's nice. Got a little candy coating on the outside. Got a nice chew to it. It's nice and minty. Let's go make my breath fresh for 45 seconds until I get back into that. I don't know. Overall, I'd probably give it like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. Mostly just because I don't like the sort of garlic flavor that those mashies have. Even if they were cold, I mean, if you're in a combat zone, you're super hungry, you've been hiking all day, whatever, you can eat cold mashed potatoes. Like, it's filling, and it puts nutrients in your belly. But I'm just not a huge fan of that sharp garlic flavor. I'm not a huge fan of the liquid smoke in here, but the rest of it is pretty good. Holy crap. I just realized I just swallowed that gum like I was just eating food and not eating gum. But that's okay. Let's chase it with some brisket. No, that's not bad. I do like that. Don't like that. Like that. Like that. Love that. Not bad. Alrighty, guys. Thank you for watching. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. I think it's right next to it. Go ahead and comment. Tell me what you thought. Maybe this is your favorite MRE you ever had. Certainly not my favorite, but it certainly wasn't bad. I'm going to be back next week. Well, maybe next week. Next time with something different. And thank everybody for all my new subscribers. I want to give a shout out to my man Elijah Wilson. I hope you're watching. I hope you enjoyed this, even though it's not my favorite MRE. I hope you liked the video. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Take her easy.